We found glass. Cool glass. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I've been looking for those forever. Look at that one too. By the way, this had $5 on it. We got it for less than that. We also got electronics. But first, we're going to show you the glass coming up. You know the old saying? Well, maybe it's not an old saying. I say it a lot. You're only one sale away from a really good day.
Nope, I don't know that.
Well, let me explain it to you. See.
No,
Okay. This is the witty banter you're going to get from us. You know, look what we got. Look what we got. Seriously, let's just get straight to it. We found glass. We found some cool glass. Now, there's some electronics coming up, but this is what we got right now we want to show you. All right, I keep shaking this at you because I love swung vases, and we found a swung vase right here in the wild. They had a $5 sticker on it. This thing right now will sell for about 40 bucks if I wanted to sell it, and there ain't no way I'm going to sell it because that's mine. And it's going on a shelf with my other swung vases. So that's really cool. By the way, this is Viking. It's a pedestal vase. I think it's called a 6-petal pedestal vase. It is amber colored, and it is cool. And I can't wait to put it on a shelf.
Keeping it.
I'm going to put it right over there very carefully. Right here, right
Just
there.
to block my face.
Yeah, there we go. Does that look good? All right, can you gently move that over to a safe zone? Don't you? That one falls on the floor, we'll have a problem. Don't even put it close to the edge of the table. There you go. Much better.
Just glass.
All right, let's talk about this one. By the way, the glass we got Fenton, we got Viking, we got, I think, Indiana glass. Not sure about that. We got some variety of stuff here. Anyway, this is a little Fenton little bowl. What'd they say this thing's called? Some kind of rose? I already forgot. Oh my gosh. It is called a cabbage rose pattern. Look there, cabbage rose. This is a really nice little vase. I love this thing. Surprisingly not worth much, but I really liked it. This thing is worth 15 bucks at best. There's a lot of listeds for around 16 to 20. So that's where that's at. But I should back up and explain. I said that thing had $5 on it. This one had 5 or 3.
I think it might have been 3.
This one had $3 on it. Most expensive one.
Most had 5.
This one had $10. Was it this one?
I thought it was that one.
This one had $10 on it. We got them all, everything here for 30 bucks. Glass is a funny thing. It's all about the buyer. But most glass sells kind of slow, but it eventually does sell, and it's not nearly as expensive as you would usually think it is. So to drive that point home, let's talk about this thing. By the way, there's some Carnival glass here in case you didn't already notice that. This qualifies as Carnival glass. That's really cool. That's a windmill pattern. Not sure who made it, but I can tell you it lists lots of listeds for $20. We're going to probably sell it for $16 to try to get it to sell. It's so nice. I thought that was a pattern I didn't know, and I thought,
I think that's the only reason you got it.
Yeah, I did. I tried to. Okay, got to tell this part of the story. Does this count as story time?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, we're at there are 2 sales kind of side by side, and we stop at one sale. And I had made a point today to really talk to people a lot, and in course conversation say, yeah, we really like glass, we really like old video games, all that normal stuff, right? And I told her about glass, and she said, you got to go to the neighbor. You got to go to the neighbor right over there. Wait, did that make sense? Over there, yeah. So we went over there, and sure enough, this lady had a ton of glass.
I told them that over there.
I wanted to buy it all. I just wanted to say, I'll give you $50 for all of it, which wouldn't have worked because it was a lot. It would have cost a couple, $300 bucks probably. But
tons of interesting
so what
things,
we did
but
was,
a lot of them were chipped.
Yeah, a lot was chipped.
Sad.
But we picked through it and found things that I thought were unique, which maybe it turns out I was wrong, right? We picked what we thought, and we did get some winners, but we did get some not so winners. Let's talk about these things. These are both a rose pattern. To be specific, they're a rose imperial glass, both of them. This one's 3-footed, both of them, and it's kind of hard to see them in that light, but they're both gray. They're like, this one in my hand is kind of a darker gray. The one in Alex's hand
light, clearish
is a light gray with almost a blue tint to it, at least I think so.
I would say so.
But
I think that's just the grayness.
We've got some research to do, but the best that I could tell is each of these are going to be worth maybe $25 to $30 a piece. The colored ones, if they were purple or blue with the same pattern, they might go up into the, $40, $60, $50 for a blue one of that one that I saw. I think it was a sold. It might have been a listed, but these things, they're really cool. And I thought it was a pattern, again, that I didn't know very well. So I was like, maybe that'll be a big seller. But anyway, we'll list them for 25, 30 bucks each and see what happens. And like I said with glass, you never know, but what you usually know is it's going to take a while. So we may start dropping the price on those over time. Well, let's talk about this little guy. This is also Fenton. And, if you're a glass person out there, you hear Fenton and you go, wow, Fenton, whoa. And maybe it used to be expensive like that, but this little piece here is like worth 10 bucks on eBay. Maybe if you looked out there on, Ruby Lane or something, this piece would cost more, but on eBay it's about 10 bucks and there's a lot of them listed. So not sure what we'll do with that. By the way, that was the Alex choice.
Yeah, I thought that one was pretty.
Alex's choice. This one is a good one. It is very pretty. Maybe we'll keep that one.
Don't like the color though.
You don't like the amber is not the most popular color out there. It's which is the only thing wrong with that swung vase. That's the only thing wrong with it. Everything else is perfect. By the way, no chips. No chips.
Yeah, no chips on like anything.
Any of this. This was in the free box. No, it wasn't. A lady gave it to us for free. It's like a little Hershey's Kiss made out of glass. It's modern. It's got a little sticker on the bottom that says made in somewhere, China. Made in China. But I thought it would look cool sitting on a shelf here at the house. Not selling that thing. So we moved that little guy over there. Which one should we do? Let's do this one next.
Pretty
This is probably the prettiest piece, wouldn't you think? Just because of the colors.
Blue.
That cobalt blue. I don't know if it's formally cobalt, but it sure looks cobalt blue to me. This is Fenton. This one actually has the little Fenton logo on the bottom if you look at it. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Probably can't. Oh, you can get a reflection there, kind of.
Yeah. I couldn't find it exact on eBay. I found things like it, but then they wouldn't have the, you can see
like
the
Twizzler shape.
Yeah, the Twizzler shaped thing there, handle. Or maybe they wouldn't be fluted here like this is. There were different ones, but I couldn't find this exact one. I did find it on Mercari and what's that other one? Etsy. And they were doing, I think, they were listing around $45 on there. So eBay's usually cheaper, so we'll probably list this one at $40 to try to get it sold, even though, listen, if we had room, our house would just be glass everywhere. You kind of see that shelf over there. You can see a little bit of, what's going on there. But so there's that. This one. When we first started doing eBay and I discovered glass, the stuff that got my attention the most, two things. Swung vases, like that one over there, and carnival glass, because carnival glass just looks cool. It's usually not real expensive, but it looks cool. It's very shiny. It looks like...
So then when you get a swung carnival glass...
Yeah, well, technically it's not swung. It's a stretched base. But this is carnival glass, and it is a really cool looking carnival glass. I didn't even look to see what color it was. Oh, it's purple. It is purple, no doubt about it. That's purple glass. This thing lists for... Seriously. Oh, it's right there where it says purple. He found it. He could see the purple. This thing lists for, I don't know what it lists
$2.
for. But I wrote that if we were to sell it, we could sell it for 60 bucks, which means it lists probably for around 60 bucks. It is also this little pattern you can see there. It's called a stretched diamond pattern. I don't know much more about it. I did see some dates in there on the eBay listings. Okay, anyway, 60 bucks. But guess what we're not going to do?
Sell it.
No, this goes on my shelf with my swung vases because it's way too cool for me to sell. All right, we're moving on. We're going to move on. That was the glass. Glass is cool. Glass is awesome. Glass doesn't sell for as much as you might think it would usually. And eBay lists lower than everybody else with glass. I don't know why. I think it's probably because nobody wants to risk buying glass on eBay. But I'll tell you this, we ship it and we pack it good and we've never lost a piece yet.
Yeah!
Yeah! We love glass. We love glass, don't we?
I don't know who we could possibly be.
Yeah. So we're going to move on to the next thing. And here we go. Electronics. We said we were going to talk about electronics. This is an interesting electronic haul right here. Remote controls. We've talked about this a zillion times, and I'm going to say it again. Some remote controls are winners. Most remote controls are losers. But when they're super cheap or they're super free, grab them and find out later. And this is the perfect way to illustrate how that can pay off for you. Let's start out with what didn't pay off. It isn't going to pay off. And that
All
would be
these.
this one, this one, this one,
This one, this one.
And that one double didn't pay off because it got chewed on by somebody's dog. So
And this one's all taped up. Lots of mess ups.
Yeah.
And just not worth
yeah,
much.
and most of them just aren't worth anything just because they're not. And these all have brand names on. Well, this says Amazon Fire Stick Remote. We kind of knew that wasn't going to be worth anything up front. But there's some, which surprised me. This little Yamaha funky remote, I thought it'd be worth a lot. It's not even worth $5 on eBay. They're listed everywhere. So anyway, those are not going to list. We're not listing them. We're going to save those. We're going to put them in a little tiny tote. And we're going to save all those remotes with other remotes we already have that aren't worth anything in case we get the unit that they go with. And then we can pair them together and sell them with the unit. No problem there. Take the batteries out. Always take the batteries out because they will corrode. Even after you got them, they're in great shape. You leave the batteries in and pull them out in 6 months and boom, corrosion. Speaking of which, this one says right on the bottom, corrosion, trash. The reason it says that is I wrote it on there. I don't know if you can see in there or not, but these batteries were so corroded that we couldn't even hardly open it. But I finally got it open just enough to know no saving that sucker. He's going in the T-Rash. It says right on it, T-Rash. It's kind of hard to read from there, but it says T-Rash. Speaking of corrosion, and times when you might want to second guess, this one, this big, beautiful remote.
Really cool.
It is giant.
Open it up.
Opens
Look
up.
at that. Ain't that cool?
It's like, it's obviously old school, right? And it closes up like that. And it's a Yamaha remote control transmitter. It says transmitter on it. That means, it must transmit. But it did have a little corrosion in it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I cleaned it up a little bit with just a Q-tip and some alcohol. But I don't have any way to test it, and I will clean it up much more thoroughly when that time comes. But we're not going to get rid of this one until we actually can test it, because if we can sell it, it's worth $35. That's, as remotes go, that's a pretty good win. Something I did want to mention about all this is that the remote controls all the remotes we're looking at right now, except for 3 of them were $5. So we weren't out much. And they were kind of not even $5 because we bundled them with something we're going to show you here in a minute and got it all for 10. But we just said, okay, $5 for remotes, $5 for the other thing. There's a lot of surprises here. Let's go with this one.
Yeah.
This is the remote that goes with a Panasonic Blue Line. We know that because we just listed one that came with the remote, and it has one just like this. This was just in that box of miscellaneous stuff that we got for $5. Very cool, because the next time we find a Panasonic Blue Line without a remote, we're going to have a remote. We're not selling this. Yeah. What he said is yeah, and I agree.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
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 Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a lot of yes. So that's going to go in the same box with all those other remotes, but it will definitely find a home because those Blue Lines still sell pretty darn good. All right, let's go to the 3 that we got.
The 3 free.
That I didn't even tell him that yet. He ruined the surprise.
Yeah, I did do that. Yeah.
Yay. Okay.
Yeah.
We got them free. They were in the free box. In fact, somewhere around here, we'll show you a picture of these in the free box. So we got them in the free box. Huh?
We have that?
We have that. I took a picture of them in the free box. So this one is worth $9, maybe 10. It's a WIIM. I don't even know what it controls, but I looked it up. It's worth, like I said, $9 or $10.
It's obviously for the Nintendo Wii Model M.
Yeah, that's it. This one here, same story. It's going to be like $9 or $10. This is a Sony AV system remote, but it's $9 or $10. Again, we didn't pay a dime for it, so not that hard to list these either. You just take 2 or 3 pictures and bam, bam, and somebody buys them, and everybody's happy, and you made like $4 after it was all said and done. And this one, this little guy right here says Netflix on it, right?
But if you look closer.
Netflix. And if you can see the bottom, and this is the magic right here, it's going to be hard to see that. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Kind of see it,
But
maybe.
it says NVIDIA. And we have recently learned that if a remote says NVIDIA, get it, because it's going to be worth money. This remote, I believe, is going to be worth $25-$30. So we got listed for $25-$30. We're going to sell it for $25-$30.
A free remote at that.
For free.
And last, and certainly not least.
Well, we don't know if it's leased.
Oh, certainly least.
This is our wild card. This is a digital DCC compact cassette remote control. What is a compact cassette?
A cassette that's compact?
It's some sort of digital cassette. It looks different. It's not like a cassette player like you used to, with your old cars and stuff. I don't even know if it plays movies. I don't know what it does. But I do know that the units that this goes with are listed and sold right now on eBay for anywhere from $500 to $1,000. They are a high dollar unit. This is a remote that will control those units, and there are no listeds, no solds. I can't find this remote anywhere. So I'm assuming this remote has some value because if they don't have a remote for those expensive systems, what are they going to do? There are no more listed. So what we're going to do is we're going to list this for $100 and see if it sells. And then every week until it gets down to like $20, we're just going to go down $20 a week until it sells. So that's an experiment. We don't know how much that's going to make, but we know it's going to make more than a dime. You ready to move to the next thing? Let's show them some fun stuff. That? Okay. We know what's next. It does kind of pair with it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Especially one of the things that go with it. This remote. And that remote.
Sorry about the noise. It's heavy.
Goes with this, which has a lot of stickers on it.
This is a VHS player. A very heavy one. A very high quality one. A very broken one.
I think you can see him.
Huh?
See it.
Oh yeah, there's a tape stuck inside.
Yeah. I think that should be decently easy to fix, which is why we bought it in the first place.
We picked it up for $5. Like I said, it's $10 for all those remotes and this. And that remote that was in the pile of all the remotes. It happens to be the one for this. So this thing, I always have to look. I've got no memory. I have a little memory. I can remember like his name. Steve?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey. Yeah, that's it. This thing could sell for up to $70. I see stuff online selling for $65 or $100 for this unit. Without the remote, it might be the 65 range. With the remote, gets us probably up to that high, close to 100 range, if we can fix it. If we can't fix it, $15 to $20 for parts only. So this is a pretty good win. It's not a Panasonic Blue Line, but it's about as close as you're going to get in terms of value. So very happy with that. For $5, we'll take a chance. Let's talk about these things.
Oh boy.
It is Alex's turn to talk about something cool. Oh, before we do, I want to talk about the people at this yard sale today. I don't know if this is a story time or not, but it's just everybody we met was friendly and nice and cool. I don't know, some neighborhoods are great, some neighborhoods are not great. This one was amazing. The lady that had the glass was so nice. We dealt with her and she haggled with us and she haggled good and she gave us a good deal. She even threw one of those pieces in for free after the fact. She's like, oh, you like that one? You can have that one too. So we took it. This VCR that we were just showing you, we helped the lady sort the remotes. She had a bunch of electronics there and we found remotes that went with her electronics and helped her out. And she was very grateful and very, very kind to us. And that's one of the reasons probably we got a good deal is because we were helping her out. I had the opportunity to help somebody carry a table. They were trying to get it out and it was heavy. And I was like, let me help you with that. And it was, it's nice to do that. And it's nice to be friendly with people when you're out there. And sometimes shouldn't be friendly just to get stuff, but sometimes being friendly pays off. You get stuff. So, Alex, you can show them these things, which has nothing to do with friendliness. This was all business right here.
No, the guy seemed nice enough. So these, quite obviously, are Pokemon cards, and I bought them. $8 a piece. Yeah, he gave me this card for free because I think he thought I was with some family who had bought $100 of cards from him. So he gave me this for free.
Really? I didn't know that. So he pretended like he was with another family.
I didn't
so he'd get
mean
free
to.
stuff.
I was kind of just
That's
waiting
pretty
for them to
good.
finish up.
Sneaky. He's gonna be like one of those resellers that we see around there sometimes. I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna open these up later.
So, yeah, we don't know if there's any value there. So still, that's okay. Alex loves Pokemon, and that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna Pokemon those and open them up. You gonna do that tonight?
Probably.
Oh, that'd be
I'll
cool.
do it right now.
And maybe no, let's not do it right now. Maybe he'll find that $10,000 Charizard. Yeah, that's the one. I named one of the 2 Pokemons I can name right there.
What's the other one?
Pikachu. That's it.
Can't even name the Kanto starters.
I can't. No, I can't. I can't name them, Steve. We do have something really cool and unique and different for our norm to show you here in a second, but we got to show you our norm right now. First off, Alex buys plushies, and he lives on Tootsie Rolls. That's like his second food group, I think. So he bought that for 50 cents?
Yeah.
For himself. Yeah. And it's safe to throw. Don't do that with that glass. Don't do it with the glass. Okay.
Again, Scrabble, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this. You guys watch these videos. You know, we grab Scrabble everywhere. Now, there is one very interesting thing about this particular Scrabble. 2 things. One is it does not have the purple tiles. It has the regular tiles. I don't know what kind of bait and switch stuff they did to us, but we ended up with regular tiles. But we knew it before we left. He knew it before we left. What did we pay for this?
$1.50, I think.
$1.50 for Scrabble, and
Maybe 2.
This
I'm
is
not
one of
sure.
those cool ones. It's got the this kind of board, and it's got the Lazy Susan under
You even
it.
played on this one.
And that's the other interesting thing about it. We brought it home, and him and his mom sat out on the porch out back and played a whole game of it.
Yeah, I lost horribly.
He lost horribly, but that's right. You should never ever let your kids win. Beat them to the ground when you're playing games with them. Let them learn how to lose, right? Isn't that the way this works? And then they learn all the hard lessons of life. And then one day...
Story time. So there were other Scrabble. Yeah, I'm just going to cut you off there. There were other Scrabbles available. 2, in fact, at the same house. And I asked how much they want for them. You know how much they say? $10 for Scrabble. And I say that I would have wanted $2. And they say, go to Goodwill for that. And it was his husband that said, get him at Goodwill. And while we were leaving, do you know what you said? I got those at Goodwill.
Yep. So the lady who said go to Goodwill actually got him at Goodwill. That is funny. Good story time. Yeah. All right. This is the weirdest thing we've bought maybe ever.
Oh, one of them.
It's outside of our comfort zone anyway. We have bought Instant Pots before, so it's not outside of the kitchen zone. This is a toaster oven. I mean,
I think.
really,
Maybe.
there's not much more to say.
Potentially.
It's a toaster oven. It is a
And it was
toaster
just a
oven.
jolly great time to clean.
And it is pretty clean now because Alex spent 3 hours cleaning. 3 hours? Easily 3 hours with a toothbrush and some Windex and various other
Never
chemicals.
volunteering to clean anything ever again.
Well, we
should
made-
show them what other chemicals.
Leave that in there. I don't want to get into that detail. But there's a little place there we couldn't get all the way
Little.
clean. We tried all kinds of stuff. But it's in
Paint
really
thinner.
good shape. We tried paint thinner. We tried oven cleaner. We tried grill cleaner. We tried, straight alcohol, like rubbing out, or 90 isopropyl alcohol. We tried Windex. I don't know. Couldn't get it clean. But it's pretty darn clean, and the dirtiness is under that little tray anyway. It's a little catch basin because this is a toaster oven that actually put water in this little slot right up here, and then it comes down into a little catch basin under here, and then when the toaster oven's running, it steams and it kind of keeps things moist, I guess. It's but I will say, dang thing's worth a bunch. Alex got to talking to the lady. They were haggling, and not even haggling. She was just hard selling. And she's like, "Oh man, these are great. You should get one." Blah 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 blah. And Alex says, "Okay, well, you sold me." He did a bunch of comps, found out it was worth a bunch of money, and she wanted 50. Alex wanted to give her 30, and they ended up at 40.
Another cool thing.
He's going away for some reason. Oh yeah. Oh, and what really made it a little bit better was that it also. This is. I love this at yard sales. Okay,
Box.
The box. It came with the box. So one of the funny things about when you're at yard sales, I love it when the people running the yard sale don't really understand the value of things like the box. They just were people selling their toaster oven.
This thing was like full of vases at a different part of the yard
They
sale.
were using it to carry stuff. And it's like, hey, there's the box. Let's take that. So it'll up the value a little, but not a lot. But it's nice to have it. Plus, I think we might not even tell them we have the box. We might just ship it in that because it's perfect. So anyway, we got this thing for $40 for a toaster oven. Really?
Yeah.
And it's going to list and sell really quickly for $120. We'd probably sell it for a little more, but we want to sell it quick. What brand is this thing? It's some kind of brand I never heard of. Oh, well, I guess we got to get a new one.
Balmuda or something, I think.
Balmuda, yeah. Balmuda. And it's not designed to tilt forward. It's pretty cool. It's got fancy lights on the front and timers and stuff. But there it is. And it's not going to be hard to ship because we got the box. So there it is. There's our big day out. I got to look at the book of knowledge.
Book of knowledge.
Book of knowledge. Don't look, you cheated. You looked ahead because the knowledge is in here.
Because it's the book of knowledge.
That's why they call it that. All this stuff, everything we looked at, totaled about $93 of spending that day. You know, a lot of it was on the glass, a lot of it was on this, and then some odds and ends to kind of get it the rest of the way up there. If we sell all of it, with the exception of the remote control and the Pokemon cards, the Yamaha remote that we don't really know, wait a minute, which one? No, the remote, the DCC remote that might sell for $100. Take that out of the picture, take the Pokemon cards out of the picture, and we should be able to get $350 out of everything else. And take the vases that I'm not going to sell out of the picture too, because I ain't selling those. So $350 out of 93, and I get some cool swung vases. That's really good. And he gets some Pokemon cards. If he decides to sell some of those Pokemon cards, and if they're worth a lot, that could be $1 zillion, or it could be likely not. But and that remote control could sell for $50 or $80 or $100 even, we'll see. And that would go even higher than that. So there we are. We've got $93 into $350, maybe more. That is gonna do it today here at Secondhand Stories. Thank you for watching. And remember, when you go to those yard sales and the garage sales and the estate sales and any kind of sales you go to, always look up, always look down, always look all around, and you'll find the good stuff. Bye.